Hello, I'm LaWanda Booz, and this is my response to week 3 discussion on 3 ways in which I try to build relationship with parents. And what I learned from the video. So the first video has some strategies that I use too. For example, the first thing I do is calling home the first day of school. I will call home to as many parents as I can get in contact with, just to establish who I am, what I'm about. And just greet them into understanding that I am invested and I want to help them help our student be successful in the year. So that's the first thing I do. I like doing phone calls early in the year, because I find that because I teach high school, a lot of the parents will say they have not received a phone call since elementary school. So they actually appreciate that I've reached out to them early. And I like to reach out to them early because, just like in the video, it said sometimes teachers call too late and it's too late for their kid to get caught up. I like to call early. When I start noticing signs of a decrease in grade, I will contact the parent as soon as possible so that we can help that student, get back on track. So that's with the phone calls. The second thing that I do is use an app called Remind. Remind is an app that I actually will tell the parents about on the phone so they can be expecting that flyer from their student. It helps remind the student, and it'll also alert the parent on what the student is supposed to be doing, like the homework, or if they have to study for a test, things of that nature. I also like to use Dojo, which I learned from my children's school district. It monitors behavior, so that's what I like about Dojo. If they're talking or if they're being productive, working effectively, you give them points. And what I do is at the quarter, we'll have a quarter party, pizza party, where I'll give passes, restroom passes, homework passes, things of that nature. Just the intrinsic motivation to help them keep continuing doing what they're doing. And also the parent can see how they're behaving and what they're doing in the classroom. The other thing that I do is emails, especially with distance learning. Emails. And just like the video, my phone is linked to my work email, and so I try to respond as soon as possible. And it really alleviates the frustration of the parent, the student, and me, the teacher. And just getting to them fast, getting it resolved, and moving on, Now, there are some issues with communication, especially in my district, and getting in contact with parents. That is an issue. So if I cannot get in contact with the parent, what I do is I make a list. I give it to the resource center where they actually have someone go out and try to go to their home location or something of that nature. If they're, missing a lot of class or they're failing the class, they will go out and try to reach the parent. So yeah, that is an issue, especially I noticed that tend to be the students that, have more behavior problems in class, are the ones that don't have a number on file. But I try my best to not let that stop me, and I try to build a relationship with the student if I can't get in contact with the parent. Also, something from the video that I really liked, the TED Talk, is when she said teachers' working conditions are students' learning conditions. And I think it's really important that parents see how invested you are in their child. It gives them feel secure. They feel like you have their best interest at heart. And then they're more sympathetic to what you have to do. And it's vice versa. Us as educators have to understand parents have to go through a lot as well, especially with the distance learning and learning the technology and things of that nature. But if we work together, teacher and parent, we can motivate the student so that they can ultimately, in the end, be the successful one. And so that's what I learned this week.